Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Shannon and I love rocks and gemstones. And if you've been watching a lot of these start to finish videos, you know that rock tumbling is one of my favorite hobbies. And today I'm going to show you how I tumbled Red Jasper. And Red Jasper is just such a gorgeous stone. And I'm going to show you every step along the way from rough to this finished, polished process. And towards the end of the video, I'll show you the timeline and the recipe that I used to get these results. Now, Jasper is a wonderful stone for beginners because it's Mohs hardness 7, so it's really hard, it's very tough, it's durable, it's not going to you're not going to mess up if you forget it and leave it in the tumbler an extra week. It really holds up to that, and it takes a really, really high, flashy shine. So it's really satisfying to finish a batch of Jasper and just have these really beautiful shiny stones at the end. And so I'm going to show you Red Jasper. So let's get started and let me show you the rough. Today I'm going to start tumbling some Red Jasper, and it's one of my favorite stones. I'm really surprised I haven't gotten to making a Red Jasper video at this point. Jasper is one of my favorite stones to polish because it takes a really nice shine, and Red Jasper is one of the few red stones in nature. And it's super pretty. And I did a video already on yellow jasper and some other various jaspers like Kambaba, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what this Red Jasper looks like after 1 week in course, because we're really going to see that color pop out then. So let me get this in the barrel with course, and we'll see it again next week. Wow. So this Red Jasper has only been in course for 1 week, and it has already shaped significantly well. Like, I think only Kambaba Jasper has shaped this quickly for being as hard a stone that it is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna move this on to medium because I'm actually afraid to let it go another week in course because all of this Jasper lost significant mass while it was in the barrel. And I think if I do another week in course, then most of these will be tiny pebbles. So I'll move it on to medium. We'll check it again in a week and see if maybe it needs a second week in medium. But yeah, this is going really quickly. But it's such a nice, deep brick red color. So gorgeous. And looking really lovely. So I'm going to get these washed off and get them back in the barrel in medium grit. The Red Jasper has just finished 1 week in medium grit, and it's looking great. And this will be a quick tumble because it really only had 1 week in coarse, now 1 week in medium. It's ready to go on to fine. But this is one of the few red stones that there is out there. The Jasper family has the yellow and the red, some of the more unusual stone colors out there. And this is more of a brick red, but I have seen Red Jasper that is just really brilliant red. But let me get these washed up really well, because see, I can see I left a little slurry right there, and we don't want that to move on to the finer stage. So I'll give this a good wash cycle and then move it on to fine grit. Here's the Red Jasper, and it just finished a full week in fine grit, and it's looking and feeling really good. Super smooth. I think this is going to get a really nice, super, super shine on it. Great red color. Yeah. This is really lovely. So I'm going to put it in a wash cycle with mild soap, like Dreft or ivory soap, shaved ivory soap, and water. Clean off any of the grit residue from the fine stage, and then get this into extra fine. Last stage before polish. Here is the Red Jasper after a full week in extra fine grit. Looking good, looking good. Super smooth. Like, really nice. It even looks nice when it's dried. It's looking nice and smooth. Not a lot of like micro pits that might inhibit polish. Just really nice. So I have it in the barrel because it's set up to go in some wash cycles before I put polish in it, to make sure that the stones, the ceramic media, and the barrel itself get really clean before I start the polish cycle, because the rubber does hold in grit and slurry residue, and you'll see that when you clean, like this first wash. Even though these rocks and the ceramic media look really clean, the water's going to come out dark because this rubber barrel is holding in a lot of that, and we have to get it clean. So I already have some water in here, but then I'm just going to add some, it's mild, chemical-free laundry soap. This one's for babies, and I'm almost out. I have to get some more. So we'll do that. We'll put the soap in it, let it run for about 1 hour, and then we'll rinse it. And then I'll need probably another wash cycle after that to make sure that it's as clean as possible. But this is really important before polish so that you can eliminate risk of contamination and get a really good polish at the end. So I'll spend the afternoon just washing this barrel like 2-3 times until it's really clean. So let's get that started. All right, the Red Jasper has been in aluminum oxide polish for a week, so we're going to take a peek at it. So we're going to pull a piece directly from the barrel of polish. And we do this because if we're not happy with the polish as it is, we could just pop the lid back on and keep it going for another week. But let's see how it's going. Ooh, nice shine. Look at that. That is beautiful. All right, let's find another. Okay. Let me see. Trying to find one bigger. Okay, here we go. We're just going to rinse it off in some clean water. Dry it off with a paper towel. And look at that. Super nice shine on this Red Jasper. So I'm going to rinse all of this off, and I'm going to put it in a burnish cycle, which is some soap and mild detergent like Dreft or shaved ivory soap. And that will clean all of the polish residue off of the stones to help them get a better, more brilliant shine. All right, then I'll get these cleaned and then show you pictures of the finished product. Thank you so much for watching as I take you through my adventure of tumbling Red Jasper. I mean, this was a really satisfying tumble. Red Jasper is one of the few really true red gemstones out there. So it's really nice to have in your tumbled collection. So I hope that if you are considering tumbling for the first time, that picking a Jasper is always a good choice for a first tumble. And if you'd like to know more about how to tumble gemstones, then make sure to check out my online video course, Rock Tumbling 101, and I'll put the link to that in the description below. It'll tell you all of the supplies that you need, where to get your rough rocks, all about tumblers, and show videos of every step in the process so that you can complete your first successful rock tumble and polish. And if you are an experienced rock tumbler and you'd like to see how I tumble a wide variety of gemstones, then make sure to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss a single gemstone video. Thank you, and I'll see you again soon.